Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure... Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today with temperatures expected.
We've got several livestock auctions in...
Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Raleighs, right?
Wrong.
I promised the Raleighs I wouldn't talk to you until after they did.
Why do you want to talk to me so badly?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to have an interesting conversation with those 2 guys out there? It's impossible. So call the Raleighs, then come right back.
I don't need that right now.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy, are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Don't tell me you're at the hospital.
Yes, we are. Although I'm only here because Ed's here. He's the patient. I'm just here to keep him company.
You can go home anytime you want.
Oh, someone's got to keep you out of trouble. Next thing I know, you'll be playing with scorpions.
I wasn't playing with that thing. I was trying to shoo it out of the room.
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
How bad?
Well, his arm swelled up something awful, and he was feeling pretty poorly by the time we finally got him here.
I was fine. She's exaggerating.
Oh, Ed, you wish. Anyway, dear, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
What can I do to help you?
Nothing, dear. Absolutely nothing. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler. And go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzy's and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
I'd love to. Is there an address on the envelope?
Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the... phantom horse?
Tell me you've called the Raleighs.
I have, and I still can't believe what happened to Ed.
That is creepy, isn't it? But the horse, that was even creepier. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Dirk Valentine?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Ouch.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
What a great story.
Story? All I know is Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
You talked to the Raleighs?
Yes, I'm supposed to go ahead and have a good time and not worry about Ed, which is a lot easier said than done.
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
Shorty told me about the phantom horse that appeared just before it happened. Did you see it too?
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I don't know. Why do you ask?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Their niece, Bess Marvin? She told them that, and she exaggerates.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in a den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
How do you think that rattlesnake wound up in the Raleigh's bedroom?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
So which one are you?
The nice one?
The Raleigh said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
I'm Nancy Drew. My two friends haven't arrived yet.
Why not?
Is that important?
I brought 3 horses in this morning. Hardly fair to keep them tied up all day if nobody's going to ride them.
So you're in charge of the horses?
I'm the head wrangler. You want to ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
Did you see the phantom horse last night?
I saw something. Just what, I still ain't sure. Now if you want to ride, listen up. First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using. And you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
Once I pass your test, can I ride any time I want?
Long as you talk to me first. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
Do these horses ground tie?
Yep. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop them. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
Bob? Who's Bob?
The bay over there. Name's Bob. That's who I'm putting you on.
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Well, hello there. Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's Beth and George.
Hi, I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Yes.
Uh-oh. I'm not going to like this, am I?
We're at the airport in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some problem with the radio, and now they're saying we could be on the ground for hours.
Hours? You're kidding.
Who knows what's really going on? Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer. So what's going on there?
A lot. Last night, Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he alright?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh.
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse? Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
Apparently last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
The cook, Shorty Thurmond, he says the phantom horse belonged to this outlaw named Dirk Valentine, who was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't? Bess, phantoms don't really exist, okay?
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that phantom horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
I think it was more like a well-planned distraction.
So, you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
It's possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Well, you don't have to sound so happy about it.
I'm not sure what I should do next.
Check that task list you keep in your notepad, or the case notes you keep there. Maybe those will help.
That's it for now.
Thanks for calling. Bye, Nan.
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
How come?
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation, especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
You bet I do.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put them in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Sounds like this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs. The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie. That's not the right time. Must be broken. Bank robbers? This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
As usual, things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it's like all them celebrations was for me, which of course they weren't. Frances thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looked right dead to me, but Frances planted it out back and give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. March 30th, 1883. Frances has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine who was wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Frances is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Frances says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money meant to pay miners a hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Frances gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, and that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him which she hides from me. September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Frances sent to Dirk and saw where they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Frances won't say nothing to me no more and says she never will again. September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Frances, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Frances ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course. If she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Frances's ma would have known what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive. September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Frances took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal. will figure out that I did what I'd done for her. January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Francis went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's yellow, which Francis said was her favorite flower in the world, is just a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that, so it is my fault that it died. I ain't seen or heard from Frances in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She'll never come back to Shadow Ranch. It is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
Oh man, no wonder I'm sweating. It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you. Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old. And don't forget to build me that campfire like I asked.
Right. Rats! I was this close! Something goes here. Something goes here. There, just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew. Wonder who wrote this. It's a fire pit. I need to start with tinder. Not yet. So far, so good. I need more kindling. Those are too big. I need something to put the fire out. So far, so good. I need more kindling. So far, so good. That should do it. There, one extremely well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
Great looking fire, Nancy. Nice job.
Oh no! There's a hole in it. There. Am I good or what?
You can find more eggs than that.
I can?
You can find more eggs than that.
I can?
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you. Anything I can do for you now?
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from you?
Got one right here. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Need something?
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that. May I go riding now?
Yep, if you got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses, old Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo! Need something?
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
You got some friends back there? Come on, Bob. I'm ready.
Ready for some questions?
I think so.
Where's the horse's hocks?
On its back legs.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
Where's the horse's frog?
On the bottom of its hoof.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
5 feet.
3 down, 7 to go.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A gaited horse.
That's 4 right.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicking?
It keeps lying down, then standing up.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
A bay has black points.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Nez Perce.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
What part of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Its feet.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch.
This here's your final question.
I'm ready.
What is a mule?
The offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit, you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. so you're free to ride outside the corral. Just don't go galloping all over the place, because if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Okay, Bob, what do you say we do some sightseeing? Tuning forks. Cool. That trunk looks really old.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, are you Mary Yazzie?
That's me. I didn't hear a car. Did you hike in or come by horse?
Bob brought me. He's a horse. My name's Nancy.
So where are you staying?
With Ed and Elizabeth Raleigh. In fact, I have something for you. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
Bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
Is that old trunk over there the one you bought from the Raleighs?
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is, I still don't know what's in it because I can't figure out how to open it.
Have you asked the Raleighs about it?
They were no help, although they did offer to buy it back from me. I just told them to keep looking for a way to get it open.
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely. Hi, can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
Would you mind if I try to get this open?
Please do. In fact, if you get it open, I'll let you keep something from it. You can have your pick.
I got the trunk open.
Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
Bingo! F.H. Francis Humber? green bottle under... wonder what that means. I think I'll let Bob do the walking. Heck, why walk when I can ride? If I had a rope, I could lasso that tree branch and pull myself up.
You still here?
Should I be somewhere else?
Yeah, home in your nice soft Betty bye. You and your friends, if they ever show up. You ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work, too dangerous.
I need a rope. Do you think I could borrow yours?
Nope.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
How long have you worked here?
About as long as the Raleighs have lived here. About 3 months, I guess. I was their first hire. First me, then Tex, then Shorty.
That Shorty sure likes to talk, doesn't he?
He does his job and he does it good. As far as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk Valentine to Francis Humber way back in the 1880s. What do you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
It suggested that Dirk had buried something very valuable around here.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Course, nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Raleighs comes up.
Do you know anything about the piece of property she's been trying to buy from the Raleighs?
Well, I know she says she wants to buy it because she feels spiritually drawn to it, but I think she's got something up her sleeve. Oh, Nancy, it's great having you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
Most people think I'm too nosy.
You're not nosy. Me neither. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really. Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Stay tuned for more Nancy Drew and the Secret of Shadow Ranch.